Several weeks ago, you called Pakistan, your neighbor, the epicenter of terrorism.
Well, I did it again today without using the word Pakistan.
Yes, and this doesn't sound very diplomatic, does it?
No, because you are a diplomat doesn't mean you're untruthful. I could use much harsher words than epicenter. So believe me, considering what has been happening to us, I think epicenters are very diplomatic. And challenges are such that they are more effectively addressed through a cross-cutting dialogue.
Subramaniam Jaishankar is an Indian diplomat and politician who serves as the current Minister of External Affairs of India since May 2019. Prior to joining politics, he was a career diplomat and served as India's ambassador to the United States, China, and Czech Republic, among other countries. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is quite interesting. Actually, everything about India is very interesting. Today, we're going to analyze the diplomatic strategy of India, specifically with the role of the current Minister of External Affairs. Are you ready? So let's get started. For the last 4 years, Jaishankar has brought different diplomatic achievements to India. Some of these achievements have been able to count with the complete support of President Modi, transforming Jaishankar into the most important Modi's diplomatic member. There are at least 7 important stages that have been strategically aligned with Modi's vision under Jaishankar's duties. These stages have helped India in just 4 years to increase the visibility of the country. The first diplomatic achievement on the list is India's successful election to the United Nations Security Council, UNSC, as a non-permanent member in 2020-21. The UNSC is one of the 6 main organs of the United Nations and is responsible for maintaining international peace and security. The UNSC has 15 members, 5 of which are permanent members: China, France, Russia, the UK, and the US, with veto power, and 10 of which are elected for a 2-year term as non-permanent members. India's election to the UNSC as a non-permanent member for the 8th time was a significant diplomatic achievement for the country. The election was held in June 2020, with India receiving 184 out of the 190 votes cast, making it the only country to be elected unopposed. This marked the highest number of votes received by any country in the history of UNSC elections. India's successful election to the UNSC is a reflection of its growing global influence and recognition as a responsible member of the international community. India's tenure on the UNSC provides it with an opportunity to contribute to the maintenance of international peace and security and to promote its national interests on the global stage. The second achievement is India's role in leading the International Solar Alliance, ISA. The International Solar Alliance is an alliance of over 120 countries, primarily located between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, working to promote solar energy. The alliance was launched at the 2015 United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP21, in Paris, and its headquarters is located in India. India's leadership of the ISA is a significant diplomatic achievement for the country, reflecting its commitment to promoting clean and renewable energy. The ISA aims to provide a platform for member countries to collaborate and share their expertise in the field of solar energy, and to facilitate the development and deployment of solar technologies. Under India's leadership, the ISA has made significant progress in promoting the use of solar energy. For example, the ISA has launched a number of initiatives to increase access to financing for solar projects, to develop standards for solar technologies, and to enhance capacity building and technology transfer. India's leadership of the ISA has also helped to increase its global influence in the field of energy and sustainability. The country has been recognized as a leader in the development and deployment of renewable energy technologies, and its role in the ISA has further enhanced its standing in the international community. The third one is the resolution of the long-standing boundary dispute with Bangladesh. India and Bangladesh share a 4,096 kilometers long border, which had been a source of dispute between the two countries for many years. The boundary dispute involved the transfer of land enclaves, with each country claiming ownership of certain territories. The resolution of the boundary dispute was a major diplomatic achievement for both India and Bangladesh, as it ended the long-standing source of tension between the two countries and improved their bilateral relations. The resolution was achieved through a historic land boundary agreement signed by the two countries in 2015, which was ratified by the Indian Parliament in 2016. Under the agreement, India and Bangladesh exchanged 162 adversely held enclaves, which effectively ended the dispute and improved the lives of over 50,000 people who are residing in these enclaves. The resolution of the boundary dispute has also facilitated increased cross-border trade and improved economic cooperation between the two countries. The resolution of the boundary dispute with Bangladesh is a testament to the commitment of both India and Bangladesh to resolving their differences peacefully and to improving their bilateral relations. The successful resolution of this dispute has also helped establish India as a responsible and reliable partner in the region, and has enhanced its standing in the international community. Another big step is the successful resolution of the long-standing dispute with Bhutan over the Calcutta Electricity Supply Corporation, CESC. The Calcutta Electricity Supply Corporation, CESC, was a joint venture between the Government of India and the Government of Bhutan, established in 1997 for the generation and sale of electricity in Bhutan. However, the CESC soon became a source of dispute between the two countries, with Bhutan claiming that India was not meeting its obligations under the joint venture agreement. The resolution of the dispute over the CESC was a major diplomatic achievement for both India and Bhutan, as it ended a long-standing source of tension between the two countries and improved their bilateral relations. The resolution was achieved through negotiations between the two countries and was formalized through a Memorandum of Understanding signed in 2019. Under the agreement, India agreed to transfer its equity in the CESC to Bhutan and to support the development of new hydroelectric projects in the country. This agreement has not only resolved the dispute over the CESC, but has also opened up new opportunities for increased economic cooperation and trade between the two countries. The resolution of the dispute over the CESC is a testament to the strong and close relationship between India and Bhutan, and to their commitment to resolving their differences peacefully and to improving their bilateral relations. The successful resolution of this dispute has also helped to establish India as a responsible and reliable partner in the region, and has enhanced its standing in the international community. It is also important to mention India's successful outreach to its neighbor through its Neighborhood First policy. The Neighborhood First policy is a foreign policy initiative launched by the Indian government in 2014, which prioritizes India's relationships with its neighboring countries. The policy aims to build strong, stable, and mutually beneficial relationships with India's neighbors, and to enhance regional cooperation and integration. Under the Neighborhood First policy, India has pursued a number of initiatives to deepen its engagement with its neighbors, including increased high-level visits, expanded trade and investment, and greater cultural and people-to-people exchanges. The policy has been successful in improving India's relationships with its neighbors, and has helped to enhance regional stability and cooperation. Overall, India's Neighborhood First policy is a significant diplomatic achievement for the country, as it has helped to improve its relationship with its neighbors, and to enhance regional stability and cooperation. The success of this policy has also helped to establish India as a responsible and influential actor in its region, and has enhanced its standing in the international community. Also, it is important to mention India's successful participation in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO). The Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO) is a regional intergovernmental organization founded in 2001, which includes China, Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, India, and Pakistan as its full members. The SCO aims to enhance regional security and stability, promote economic cooperation and development, and to enhance cultural and people-to-people exchanges. India's successful participation in the SCO is a significant diplomatic achievement for the country, as it has helped to increase its engagement with Central Asia, a region of strategic importance to India. Through its participation in the SCO, India has been able to expand its trade and investment ties with the Central Asian countries, and to enhance its political and security cooperation with the region. India's participation in the SCO has also helped to enhance its standing in the international community by demonstrating its commitment to regional stability and cooperation, and to its role as a responsible and influential actor in the region. India has been an active participant in the SCO since it became a full member in 2017. And has contributed to the organization's efforts to enhance regional security and stability, promote economic cooperation and development, and to enhance cultural and people-to-people exchanges. The final achievement is India's successful outreach to the African continent through its Africa First policy. The Africa First policy is a foreign policy initiative launched by the Indian government to deepen its engagement with the African continent. The policy prioritizes India's relationships with African countries and aims to build strong, stable, and mutually beneficial relationships with the continent. The Africa First policy is part of India's larger efforts to enhance its strategic presence in the region and to establish itself as a major player in African affairs. Under the Africa First policy, India has pursued a number of initiatives to deepen its engagement with African countries, including increased high-level visits, expanded trade and investment, and greater cultural and people-to-people exchanges. The policy has been successful in improving India's relationships with African countries and has helped to enhance regional stability and cooperation. That is it for today. I hope you liked this video. For more updates on this topic, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Remember, capitalism is about creating value, not money. See you all soon with more interesting information. Till then, see you.